Shaw at KBTX.
Hey, Carson, were you guys expecting to have so much success running the ball early? And when you look at what do you attribute how well you guys are playing as an offensive line in general right now?
The whole week we knew the big emphasis is that we need to show kind of the whole world that last week we won that game. They didn't lose that. It was a tough game, but we need to come back and show that we're also a tough team. So all week, the big emphasis, we need to run the ball. We made emphasis last week. We need to make another emphasis that we can run on anybody. So last week we practiced pretty hard. Coach Fisher's putting us in good formations and good running sets so that we can get those yards that we need.
All right, let's go to Mark Passwaters at Rivals.com.
Carson, I was going to talk about pretty much the same thing Tyler did, so I'll switch it to the running backs. Talk a little bit about Isaiah's performance today and then what you saw out of Anias and Achane as well.
Honestly, I don't really know which one's in there at the moment, but I know Spiller was in there. I know he's run the ball pretty hard. Last week I think he definitely got all the confidence he needed, knowing that he's an SEC back and can run people over. You gotta love it. At that 4th and 2 last week, he ran a dude over. This week, I know he's running people over. He's making the yards he can make. Anias, we just need to get him the ball. He's one of the best ball players we got on the team. So I know that when you get him the ball, he's going to make some yards. And I did see a chain there, and I was like, oh, hell yeah. I thought we were going to get him on the edge because he's super fast, I know.
All right, thanks.
All right, let's go to Justin Woodard from KAGS and then Brent Zorneman.
Carson, twofold here. The first one is I know Chase Lane had that long touchdown catch, but are you guys becoming a run-first team here and kind of imposing your will on defenses? Is that what you guys are thinking going into games right now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's our main joke is guys, we need to run the ball or he's going to want to pass the ball. And no lineman, I don't really like passing the ball. It's just who wants to get teed off when some guy's running at you 5 yards sprint, they're doing twists and everything. You're having to move around. So our big thing is, guys, we need to make sure that we can show him we're going to run the ball, so then he doesn't want to call pass plays because he loves passing the ball to receivers. So.
Great answer. Second part of that, obviously, we know consistency-wise you can be a little bit better, but how big was it for you guys today off the punt block? And then also the Jaden Peavy, fumble recovery, y'all scored touchdowns on those big momentum-swinging plays there, Carson.
I know. I didn't know Peavy was that fast. But honestly, this was a great team win. The defense definitely had they earned that win. They busted their ass. They did a great job. They got a lot of big turnovers for us. I know the punt block, that was a big turnover. And then the offense kind of at the end just run the clock out. It was a big just overall team win that we needed.
All right, let's go to Brent Zorneman from the Houston Chronicle, and then we'll go to Shehan.
Carson, you were barely a teenager the last time Texas A&M won at Mississippi State. What does that say about the direction of this program and how bad did y'all want to win that one here today?
The program's going the right direction. I think you can tell from the recruits that we're getting and then just the people inside the building that we're having, not just players but staff too. We're getting a good group of people, and that always helps you excel. I think the program itself, we knew that was going to keep getting better. This win for sure. I remember the last time I was here, it was not a good feeling. We had them, and then I think Fitzgerald hit that long run, kind of stuck the knife in us. But, it was a good feeling this week. But, again, it was just, this team, we can do a lot. And we know that we're really talented in a lot of areas. And we just need to keep improving each week and show the world that, we are a big team and just know our name.
Y'all allowed yourselves to look at the schedule and say that you could make a legitimate run at the college football playoff from this point moving forward?
Sir, I don't think anyone's looking at the schedule right now for in that reason. We're just looking at, we're 0-0. Next week's a new, our opponent next week is bye week, and that means getting better, getting people healed up. Week after that, I think we got Arkansas. Arkansas, they're a hell of a team. You gotta love it when there's an O-line coach too. That's why they're excelling. They got an O-line coach back there. But, every team in the SEC, that's why people love watching the SEC because it can go either way every game. And I think this year especially, everyone's seeing that a lot of unranked people are beating ranked people, and it's switching the whole top 25 all the time. So we're taking each week as we have to get better.
Thank you, Carson.
All right, let's move to Shehan Jayaraja from the Dave Campbell's Texas Football, and then Owen Buchanan.
Hey, Carson. So with the way that Isaiah runs the ball, I mean, you mentioned that he's getting a lot more comfortable just kind of running through defenders, running over guys. When you guys see that as an offensive line, I mean, how do you guys kind of feel when that sort of thing's going on?
You love it when you get to hear like him just pop somebody and run someone over and keep getting yards. You get fired up. Our biggest thing is we want to make sure there's a hole for him to run to. So we can make that hole, make the impact. We had 4 or 5 yards. We did our job. And when you see him do that, everyone's getting fired up knowing that we just need to keep pounding on people, and he's going to get those, 3 to 4 yards, and then they're going to break to 7 or 8, and then he's going to get the long ones. So that's kind of.
How much more dangerous do you feel this offense is as a whole? Even like, how much do you think it helps the passing game when you guys have a guy like Isaiah going?
Oh, it helps it tremendously. When you keep running the ball, defenses have to figure out a way to stop it, and usually that means putting more guys in the box, opens up the pass. So that's why you start taking deep shots. We can actually take some play action. That's kind of the reason why, again, the old line's like, hey, we don't want to do drop back passes or, 5-man protections the whole time. Like, let's get some play action. And it's our job if what we want to happen. So if we can run the ball, then they got to bring people up. Then you need play action passes, and that's where we're really excelling right now as a team in the offense.
All right, we got a couple more questions on the queue. Owen Buchanan from Texags.com, and then Robert Cessna.
Yeah, Carson, can you hear me all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. I know you weren't here for all of them, but it seems like in the past when A&M's come here, there's, some get some bad breaks or something, go the other way, and A&M kind of, would collapse. It didn't happen this time. In fact, you got the big play that went against you. Came right back and scored. What's different about this team? And why were y'all able to? Why do you think this team responded the way you did it at that time?
It's just a different year. This team especially, a lot of seniors, and I think we're just really close. There was a lot of stuff going on. Quarantine either killed teams or helped teams out. I think in the end it helped us because we ended up getting a lot closer with each other. Braden White tried to step up as a leader and make some different stuff. Like we had a couple of funny things we do during fall camp. Like one's Itch Your Boy. Buddy Johnson came up with that one. And, you got to learn more about people. So I think the team got closer as a whole. So that's kind of why this year, like we're not cratering. Like we know that we have each other's backs. The offense is hurting. The defense knows they got to step up. And the defense is hurting. The offense knows, like, we got to keep it going. And it was just like, last week it was just offense is rolling, but then the defense knew they had to get one stop for us, and they did it. And same with this week. We defense really took the game, but we knew at the end the offense had to run out the clock, and that's what we did.
Were you worried after that pick six?
No, sir. It's just another drive.
Okay.
We just knew we got to score again.
Thank
But
you.
the whole point was we had to score. We were driving down to score, so we can do it again. That's the mindset you have.
All right, we'll finish up with Robert Cessna from the Bryan College Station Eagle.
Yeah, Carson, my question was going to be along the same lines. On the pick six, you had such a short time, but did anybody in the offense say anything on the sidelines or even in the huddle when you came out, Kellen? Did anybody say anything?
No, I was saying I wish I saw where the ball went. I was trying to get another tackle, but I couldn't find it. But no one really said anything. We all were just, hey, guys, we just got to score again. Like nobody – hey, really the biggest thing was, guys, catch your breath. Let's get a water and let's go. So we all just know that we have to keep scoring. If defense doesn't let any other scores up, then we keep scoring, we're going to win.
Thank you.
All right, that's all the questions we have for you, Carson. Thank you. Good job.
Thank you all.